for another great episode of Andia Speaks. Where are your teacups? Get them ready. As we dive into yet another episode of Andia Speaks. Hiyo! Welcome to tonight's episode of Andia Speaks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, share your comments and thoughts below. I would love to hear from you. So tonight we are talking about bills. So I'm going to pose a question to all of us. Do you think it's wise to go out when you don't have money? We're not just talking about money, like a lot of money. When you actually don't have enough money on your date night out. This could be by yourself, with friends, significant other, you name it. Do you think it's wise to go out when you don't have enough money, when you can't afford to pay for your meal? Or you could just sit it out at home, watch a movie, prepare a delicious meal for yourself. Well, stay tuned to find out what happened to yours truly. I'm going to share an experience that happened years ago. It wasn't funny. Now I can laugh about it. But you know, the most beautiful thing that came out of this experience is that I learned my lesson, and it saved me from very many tricky, awkward situations that I would have otherwise put myself into. Yeah, so I took it as a lesson learned, and yes, I learned it well. So get your teacups ready for the tea. Oh, this is really nice. So on this particular day, actually it was in the evening, around I think 7 o'clock in the evening. I was home broke. And I think we had just had dinner because my mom would prepare dinner very early and she would go to bed very early. She still does. So on this particular night, we were done with dinner, or supper as we call it back home, and I was just, chilling. Of course, I wasn't gonna go to bed straight away. Then I get a text from my friend then, and so she's like, yo, what's up? So she's like, yo, what's up? Why don't you dress up and let's go out? And of course, I told her I'm like super broke at the time. I can't really afford to go out. But she was like, no, my friend's coming in town. He's gonna take care of everything. All you have to do is, just come to my place and then, we head out. And I was excited. To one of the restaurants in town. It's a very, very good restaurant. So we go there and we meet her friend. So this friend had just landed. He was from a different city. So he had just come in from Mombasa. So my hometown is Kisumu, so he had just come in from Mombasa. It's a very short flight, actually, an hour, maybe less. But if you factor in the check-in, check-out time, so like 1 hour plus. So he had just come in and he was staying at a nearby hotel. And so he was like, okay, let's, like, you girls can stay here and have dinner while I, go freshen up, and then I'll catch up with you later. And yeah, so I was like, so while he was gone, so I started asking my friends, so how well do you know this guy? She's like, oh, he's a family friend. He's cool. We are cool. You know, they grew up together, blah, blah, blah. So he's cool. You know, they grew up together and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, yeah. So we went ahead and ordered food against my better judgment because, truth be told, I feel so uncomfortable when I'm ordering for something that I cannot pay for because I'm always just thinking of the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. You know, you have to be prepared in all situations. Yeah. So, sales, like I said, this was one of the best restaurants in town. I was digging in, you know. And so after some time, we realized we're like, oh, you know, it's been like maybe we're like 45 minutes in, give and take. And we realized, oh, you know, the guy has taken like longer. The friend had taken longer than expected. Oops, that's my tea. Yeah, and I was a bit concerned, and so I asked my friend to like, you know, check with this so-called friend, and she called. First attempt, no answer. Second attempt, no answer. Third attempt, woo. Oh, and so my friend was like, she, you know, all these emotions going on. She was angry, she was disappointed. It was just a mix of emotions. And I had to like calm her down. I was like, you know what? Just chill, relax. We'll find a solution to this. Let's finish our meal. Because either way, we're still going to pay for it. Yeah. So I was like, let's eat, finish. Matter of fact, we finished whatever we're eating, ordered for dessert. Enjoyed that too. And the service was great, I must say, you know. And we were all this time enjoying the meal with no dime in our pockets, you know. And I remember I had this, you know, inner voice telling me, Angela, why didn't you just stay at home? I didn't know how we were going to get out of it, but I was determined to enjoy the meal. Yeah, because either way, it was, you know, we were going to pay for it. So, how at the time, I did not know, but I was like, you know, let me enjoy the meal. And so my friend was like in a panic mode almost, you know. And so at that time, we were like, okay, should we call our moms? Knowing my mom, she was asleep by then and waking her up, you know, yeah, she would help me sort out the situation, send me the money and stuff, but I would not hear the end of it. It would just be a lot of chaos, and I wasn't prepared to deal with it. Remember, she had no idea that I was out of the house. So I didn't want to deal with that either at the time. And so, yeah, she was like my last option. And it's when like you go through your phone and you're like, okay, so who can bail me out of this situation? Who can bail me out? Yeesh. So, so we checked and checked, and at the time, we were in this acting group. Yeah, theater, like acting. We were doing like short skits and stuff like that. And so my friend reached out to one of colleagues, acquaintance. Yeah, so she reached out to one of the persons that we were acting with at the time, and luckily the person was able to bail us out. Yeah, so it was more of a soft loan almost. Yeah. So we took the money, paid the bill, and then we were like, you know what? We better go out, just have fun, dance our stress away, and then go home later on. And just as we had paid the bill, guess who shows up? The friend. I was like, really? Like, really? And he did not even offer to pay the bill. And I was like, I was looking at my friend like, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And so at that point, I had just checked out. I was like, you know what? I'm not hanging out with you and your so-called friend. If you want us to hang out together, like my friend and I, my girlfriend and I at the time. But you don't do that. You don't, because I don't know what the arrangement was between this friend and my friend. But I was like, who does that? Yeah, who does that? And even after not paying the bill, this so-called person wants us to go and hang out for the night, like have fun and stuff. I was like, not happening, not happening. Yeah, and so what happened is, so my friend and I went, just the two of us. We had fun, went back home. But the moral of the story is, at least for me, is never ever go out and order for stuff you cannot pay for. I was young at this time, so I'll blame it on being young and foolish. Well, foolish, maybe not. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So nowadays, I'd rather just stay home. Yeah, so if I know I can't afford it, why go out and embarrass myself and stress other people and be an inconvenience to people who are maybe sleeping? And everyone is on a budget. You don't want to inconvenience someone and stuff like that. So I'd like to hear your thoughts out there. Like, yeah, we were able to laugh about it afterwards. Yeah, but at the time, it wasn't so funny. Yeah. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like the video. Share, and don't forget to subscribe. So that's it for tonight's episode on Andia Speaks. See you again next week. Same time, same place.